doing? Now I still have this piece out from last night, and I'm going to be really honest, I'm torn of which one to work on today. A huge part of me really wants to work on this one more. But I want to take a look at these again, and I feel like I haven't had these out enough, these panels out enough to be able to decide what to put in here. So what to do with them. And Miss Audrey has just reminded me that I have forgotten to give her a treat. So I'm going to go and get her a little snack, and then I will be right back, and we'll see what we can come up with. I feel like I need to put these out, though, so that I can see them and then decide what to do from there. All right, but I'll be back in just 2 seconds. Hi, baby. I'll get you a snack. Hold on. Hold on. Come here. Hi. Oh, hi. She's talkative today. Huh? Yeah. Hold on. All right. Back in 2 more seconds and we'll actually get started. Okie dokie. So what do you guys think? What do you think I should do? I think I'm going to end up working on the blue one just because I don't have a clear enough idea of what to do on these ones. But let's see what comes up. Let me put on my glasses. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Steffi. Hi, Lay. I know, it's so nice. And I was a couple minutes late. I'm sorry about that. I know, she's starving to death because, she's only had 2 other meals since 8 o'clock this morning. So, everyone, please, thoughts and prayers. Patty, good to see ya. You did it. Yay. I know, and poor tortured Audrey. Audrey, you all right? Yes, she's fine. What's everybody up to today? How's your day going so far? That's what I was thinking. So I was thinking I wanted to start a Cindy panel, but I don't know, number one, which one. I don't have ideas yet. I have this one I want to do a color grade really badly, but I don't know which color yet, but I want to mix it as I go. So this one's an option because that one could be really fun. These ones, I definitely don't have ideas for yet, but let's see. So these panels were made by our friend Cindy of the Rain Gallery. She hand plasters these panels with stencils and plaster to create this full panel together to paint. So she gathers all of these super cool stencils and creates this, and she hand spread and sands the plaster. And yes, Patty put that in there. So if you search the Rain Gallery on Instagram or TikTok, but really Instagram is the most easiest way to see all of her stuff. She's so fucking talented. So these are all of the different designs, and she sells packs of these. So I highly recommend them. These ones I'm going to save. We might do this one. Maybe we'll do this one. You want me to do this one? Let's do this one. Put that one back in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Okay, we're going to do a color grade though. So I want to figure out what that color grade is going to be. I want it to be, I want yellows. I just don't know what I want to do for the saturation. Now, part of me says do rainbow. Part of me says I feel like a slow, gradual color grade would work well here. No, this is my first time, Patty. I'm so excited. But I have no idea what to do. Hi, Kiati. How are you? Good to see you. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to do. So, I'll show you where my brain wants to go. Okay? Let's see if my brain follows this pattern. I want to go from like a yellow through a red to a purple to say which red? Let's say Tuscan red, probably. To Tuscan, well, maybe bright red. Bright red or true red? True red. To purple, and then to a pink, like a fuchsia. And then, yeah, to like a fuchsia, like like this kind of hot pink. And then maybe we go to, we end it off, we get to like a really, really bright pink, like this. So that's an option. Yes, pink. Yes, orange is another one that I thought of too. Like if we went to the pink, and then we went to say, like coral and then back to orange even. Miss Audrey's doing good. She is having a snooze out in the living room now that she's finished having her snack. She's gone back out to the living room, I'm guessing to her little pink fuzzy couch. The tissue holder is waiting for its next set of coat of varnish. So it is still drying. I had to do a little bit of sanding and fix up a couple little touch-up spots where there were some bubbles of varnish. So it's going to get its second coat of varnish today, or later tonight, actually. So it's getting there. Now I'm thinking, I think when I pictured the color grade that I was, the first color grade that came up in my mind when I saw this panel was like yellows to teals to blues to purples. So that's another option, which I like as well. Like if we went, say, let's try another one. Let's go yellow, and let's do bright yellow. Hold on. So if we go in with bright yellow to, and then say I go to and then if I go, like I'll go through teals to blues, and then I could go from blues to pinks, and it would go through teals and greens. It would go through purples. And then I could go to the pink. Oh, saffron orange color. I don't know if I have that. I do have like this bright orange that we could add at the end. Like that bright one. We could even custom mix a color too. I've got light orange. Like that. So Tina, your vote is for these colors, going like the yellow to teal to blue, purple, pink maybe. And then we can always use the orange even to do some tiny detail or something. Now I need to base paint this. So I'm going to do this, and I'll keep the light orange out there. I'm going to do this with a brush, and then we'll get the heat gun and get it to help us dry. And let's see what we can come up with these 3 colors. All right, so I'm going to base paint it black. Where's my gesso? There it is. Ooh. Yeah, Lay, what are you working on today? No to pink and orange, yes to yellow to blue to purple. Okay, so let's leave that there. And if we have to, we can always go to like a plum pink if we have to, if we run out of space. All right. Let's see what we come up with here. I think we'll just kind of go by the seat of our pants for a lot of it too. I feel so, I don't want to paint it. It's so pretty and perfect already. I feel like I'm going to mess it up somehow. Yellow, blue, pink. Okay, we'll get started when we'll see where it takes us. Yeah, then to the purple and pink. I think that'll look good. Now, I don't know if I'm going to fill each individual square, right? I don't know how I'm going to fill them. I haven't decided if I'm going to do walking dots. I don't think I'm going to do swoops. I did think maybe cluster dotting. Now, my first initial instinct was to start at the center and work my way out with the color grade. But there's lots of options, right? We could do a corner to corner, which could look really cool. What do you think? Do I start in the center or start in the corner? This is so fun. Yes, if you have not already tried these, I highly recommend checking out the Rain Gallery, Raine. She makes these panels. And I love just the little jog it gives to my brain, you know, that goes, oh, this is different. What are we going to do here? I do love a challenge. All right. Start with the center, Tina. I vote for all the things because I can't make a decision in life. Well, that's fair. Now, one of the things that could be all of the things is I could start each of these corners and kind of start to wrap it around row by row into the center. That could be kind of cool. I feel like once this prep coat is dry, then I'll need to use a pencil and kind of just block out a couple color ideas and see how they make sense when It's like drawing it out, right? Just to see how it goes. See what it looks like. Patty's the same. Patty, I definitely can't choose colors without way too much thinking. Oh, a spiral, you say? Well, no, I hadn't thought of it like a spiral. However, no, I think that would just take us back into the center, actually. So, well, maybe. Okay, I'll draw it out and I'll show you what I mean. We'll see if that helps at all. Because I need to see it too, I think, to visualize it, to see if it's actually an idea to continue exploring. And we're going to have to do 2 coats on this too, which means I'm going to get my hands covered in black gesso. Oops. Is this one edge done? No. Bear with me 1 second. I will focus and come back to the comments very shortly. Okay. All right, so let's crack out the heat gun. And we'll see if we need to do a second coat on here. Dun, dun, dun. Patty says, Steffi, I can't either. I used to sit more than an hour just making a decision. Now I borrow palettes from everything else. Also keep a binder with pictures. Really good idea. Pinterest boards, binders with pictures of things that you see. Saved folders on all your social media. It's so difficult. I relate to that too. Like I can sit and I could stew over colors for hours and hours and hours before ever getting started with anything. It's so easy to. Things like the color cubes are so helpful, right? And all the different resources out there. Too much time's on my hands as well. Well, and that's the other thing, you know, there's the luxury of being able to take our time and not have to make snap decisions. But there's the opposite side of that, which is exactly like you said. Then that means I could sit for 3 hours and just pick colors and that's it, right? So it's finding out what's the itch that needs to be scratched today. Do I want to do something quick because I just want to start painting, or are they, is it something that I really want to take my time with and really kind of enjoy the process and play a little bit? If I want to play with color, do I have spots to swatch out some color? All of that good stuff. All right, I'm just going to use the heat gun. I don't have one of the color cubes. I've seen the digital version. I have the digital version, but I don't have the actual physical cards. Yeah, this is going to need a second coat for sure. That's okay. I would say yes for me anyway. Steffi loves them. Use them in my watercolor and Zentangle choices. I can definitely see where they'd be helpful. I've always loved the idea of, I think they're even just satisfying to look at too. Like I feel like just being able to pull out some of those cards, even looking at the outside of the box, you probably get some ideas as well. You know? Let's get this dry though, because then I can do my second coat. And we should be good. Just another second here. All right, now I just see a couple of these squares that might have had a little too much paint in between them. There we go. Now I should be able to. Lovely. All right, that will cover up when I do my second coat. Here we go. Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Barb. Hello, hello. Barb says, hi, all. I hit the wrong live link. Wondered why the hell everyone's saying goodnight to Lorna when it's lunchtime. We all belong together, don't we? Yes, we are live. Steffi says, welcome to Wednesday. It's actually Saturday. Oh, yes. Thank you, Tina, for reminding. If you guys are enjoying the live, it would be awesome. If you're watching the replay on the live and you enjoy, it would be awesome if you could like the live. If you would be so kind, it really means a lot, especially on these public lives. Because these are the ones that get counted in all the algorithms and all of that good stuff to tell YouTube that this is something that people like to watch. Your comments in the chat make a huge difference as well. So thank you for that. And thank you for the reminder, Tina. I want to get in all of the cracks, but I want to try and make sure that I don't have anything built up in there either. Sorry, I have a tool in my mouth. There we go. There we go. Had to just hold my brush in my mouth for a second. All right, almost done. Then we'll turn the heat gun on it again. And then we should be good to go. Just bear with me one sec. All right, last little section over here. I can't believe I have so many of these to play with. I knew it was going to be hard to pick which one to do, but I feel like the best way to be would be to have like 10 of, at least 5 of each of these different designs. Get her to teach me how to do it and I'll be her Canadian distributor. Hey Nicole, how you doing? I'm way behind. Bear with me here one sec. Patty said, I was telling my son that I may leave the house once every 3 weeks. He said I should get out more. I explained to him that I did that for many years and it's now my time. Hell yeah. Now it means I don't have to leave the house. I like being at home. I like being with my stuff. I like being with my TV and my music and my dog and my food and my bed and all of that. Good for you, Patty. Tell him, you wait until you're older. I'm waiting, Tina. I want my money's worth. All right. What did I miss there? Please. I gotta earn Barb's thumbs up. And I will happily earn her thumbs up, and I will earn every one of yours. I have no friggin' clue how, but I'm just gonna be here, and hopefully it'll work. I'm so far behind. I'm so sorry. Watching from inside the car wash. Nice. Yeah. I think the best thing for most people would be just give them a plot of land and let them build their tiny houses in their little art community, and then they'll be happy, we'll be happy, they'll be on their own, we'll be on our own. It's fine. It would be so fun. Yeah. I know Debbie's adventuring. So yes, it is a canvas with, I believe Tina replied, I think I saw that pop up, with modeling plaster. That is, and it's sculpted on here. All of these are hand done by our friend Cindy of the Rain Gallery. I'm scrolling, I'm behind. No need for locks, no one's leaving. Exactly. Can we have locks to keep other people out? Like, you don't need to lock us in. You just lock other people out and we'll be fine. Totally fine. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you. And thank you for answering Kiati's questions, Tina. Barb asked Patty has the pits. It's good to see you, Nicole. Happy you're here. You take a wrong turn. Yeah. I went through 3 ice packs last night before bed today. I'm happy to report my pits are doing well. Wonderful. Yeah, so Cindy will use the modding place and stencils on the canvas board. Where she sources her stencils, though, because she gets the coolest designs. So this is one of the sculpted canvases of Cindy at the Rain Gallery. So I just base coated it, and we are going to start painting. And we're going to do a color grade. And we just need to decide now where we're going from. Did we lose Lay already? Is she still here? She said hi, but I didn't see her after that. But again, I'm way behind in comments too, so I shouldn't. Steffi, Patty, there are no good Hallmark cards for pit tragedies. But if there was, you would get one. Sounds like a corner in an empty spot in the market, Steffi. Exactly, Barb. There's a market. Exactly. Hi, Ingrid. How are ya? Huge market, no doubt. I've often bought a greeting. Like, you could even broaden it and just, like, waxing mishaps, right? Like, sympathies on your waxing mishap. I've often thought of a greeting card for off-the-wall things. I think it would be really fun. Yes, exactly, for every medical oops, too. Sounds good, Kiati. Good. Got sidetracked watching my show. What show? Yeah, Community Gate Lock. Who are you and why are you coming here? Why are you disturbing our peace? Like the trolls under the bridge. You can't come in until you answer my riddles 3. That would be so fun. God, we'd be happy, wouldn't we? Hi, Teresa. How you doing? Watching from your sewing machine. Very nice. Happy to keep you company. Yep, to keep people from coming in. Oh, there's Lay. Apparently, I missed an entire pit conversation. The pit conversation started last night. We continued the hooker state conversation. I think that that is going to be a tangent we will go down pretty much every single live from this point out. Then we went on to the pit one because Patty waxed her armpits. And I can't remember how it started, but it was Barb for sure. 17 people and 9 likes. You know who you are, the skeptics. Yep, that's fair. You can wait. It's all good. We need to keep meetings and TPC out. They would only want to flirt with us. And serious is our community. Exactly. I'm sorry. I don't want to be distracted by all of the male attention that we would garner. Oh, yeah, Patty waxed. Chianti, they're regular stencils. She puts the paste over them. Okay, cool. Thanks, Tina. Steffi, looking at those who haven't hit like yet, do better. I love you guys. And if you haven't hit like yet, apparently I'm not the one you have to worry about. It's the rest of my peeps. I'll come looking for ya. All right, I'm just going to clean out this palette. Like I said, we are going to do some massive color grades here. So lots and lots and lots of adding paint. So first things first, we're going to move that over there. We'll move this over here. Yeah, so that's the pit conversation. Okay, I did it again, didn't I? I didn't keep looking at it. Lay and her mom are rematching darts game, an eye for an eye. Patty said wax night, the wax was too hot for one of my armpits. That would be funny, you totally should. Tina. Well, that's what you get for sleeping instead of joining. Oh. You didn't have to sleep. I just punched a shelf, by the way. Everything's fine. Wax on, wax off. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Women. Oh, nice. I haven't watched that in a long time. That sounds like you don't even want to go near the bikini area, right? This is what I did to my armpit. Stay away from the coochie. I feel like we learn so much from each other, though. Because I guarantee you, if I was ever to wax again, I would have... Okay, Patty said the wax was too hot to burn her armpit. I have to be careful. We'd think about it, that's for sure. Patty, did you know that there are people who sell their wax strips online for hundreds and hundreds of dollars? You know how people sell pictures of their feet, or they sell their socks or underwear and stuff? Yep. Wax strips. Could put it in a frame. There's new art for you. Feminist art. Wax my armpits and I'm framing the wax strip and gonna sell it for $1,200. Might be a whole new side business. Nicole said, I think I only have one more season left to watch. Then do you go back and start again, or do you have another show on deck to watch after that, Nicole? Not going there. We could have 3 facts only Our community would know for admission, like who waxed her Netherlands and ended up with trauma. Exactly, right? Inner circle only. Debbie's back for your from your adventure. How are you doing with the dust, Debbie? Did you do more cleaning last night, or are you doing all right? How you making out? Yes, the dust settled. I saw a video of it, of the wall coming, the wall of dust. That's bananas. Barb. Apparently there's another storm. Oh, no way. Oh, wow. Did it undo all of the hard work that you've done? Or is everything okay? All right, you guys, we're going to look at options here. Option number 1 would be to like do this and then do big squares, right? And then this would be color number 2, and so on and so forth, doing the big squares out from the center. Okay, so that's the center option. The corner option would be going here, and then we could do either stripes like this that are all the same color and work our way back to the center. All right, and then do something with what's left in the center. That could work, because it would kind of give this whoosh, whoosh, and then we could even start there and go back out again. That could, or we keep going in the center. The other option is starting out here, and then we do like here in the corners, like that. Can you guys see those okay? So like if I did straight lines like that, that one could kind of be neat. This one would be neat too, though. I did silently read your comment. Like, I think you're thinking Neanderthal, not Netherlands. You might be able to look into that. We need to drag Joe into this wax debate. Oh no, poor Joe. I know, right, Tina? Isn't that so gross? But there are a lot of disgusting people out there, and you know what? If they're disgusting enough that they want to buy it, I'll take your money. We'll go watch another show, then another. I'll rewatch them all. I do the same thing. I cycle through like the same 3 or 4 shows over and over and over again. That's nice too. I don't remember the candle. I remember hearing about it. The dust must be better. No more sneezing. Can't smell it anymore. Oh, that's good. Hi, Paula. We'll do a poll. Perfect. Sorry, Barb. All right. What should we do? I know. I was waiting for someone to bite. I just lost my thumbs up from Barb, didn't I? Because I silently read her comment. Okay. Or the other thing we could do is we could start here and we could literally just work our way all the way across, which could be cool too. I kind of like that idea. But I also like the in from the corners curved idea. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's 9 and 9. So there is no actual center, because the center is actually right here. So we're not going to do this one. No to this idea. My son sent my other Sandat candle anonymous. Oh my. Hi Sarah, how are ya? Always start in the center, so I say go from the outside and let me live vicariously through you, okay? There's still an hour and 20 left to redeem myself. Fair enough. I will earn that like back. Now's your chance, Barb, to put anything in the comments, because now I have to read it to make it up. All right, I'm just going to use this brush to... All right, so let's do this corner to corner idea. We're going to start in the outer corners and we'll work our way in. So, let's see, how do I want to do this? All right, well, let's just start, shall we? Let's see what we do. Bob's sitting here tapping unlike for an hour. All right, so let's start with bright yellow. I feel like, well, I have to decide what I'm going to do. Now, part of me says just fill in the square. The other part of me says to do like little circles of dots somehow. Or I could do walking dots. I'm going to keep it simple. Working on the final pieces of our last workshop, piece number 8. Steffi raised the ante big time. So did Tina with the half and half mandala. Like, you guys just raised the bar big time. No, it was beautiful. I loved it. It was super trippy. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the walking dots like we just did on the square. Oh, for Pete's sake. All right. Let's try this. Let's start here, and we'll start it over if we need to, right? Nope, that's not right. No, don't like that. Okay. That's fine. Hold, please. Oh. Ooh, I varnished with this last night, and apparently I didn't clean my brush. Oh well, it'll work to paint that little square anyway. Show-offs. Hell no, Steffi. Loved it between you and Tina. Right? So freaking pretty. And I mean, everybody's were beautiful. I loved all of your rainbow ones, Barb. But every once in a while, there's those ones that come across where we're like, ooh, well, you did something really funky there, didn't ya? Me and my rock hard paintbrush here. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that was wet. Crapola. It's fine. And the beauty is we have 3 other corners to play with while this one dries. Angled swoops. Ooh, ooh. Okay, hold on. Got an idea. Okay. What if we do in this way? Nope, that's not going to work either. Never mind. Don't like that either. This crusty ass can of gesso. Hold on. Yeah, Tina's was insanely cool. Yeah, I need to go a bit bigger, right? That's why I had... oh, you know what I could do? What if... hold on here. What if I did like the background one color going in and then did dots on the top in the opposite color scheme? Like if I'm going yellow to blue to purple to pink, right? Then I start with a pink background and then there's going to be a yellow dot on it. And no, that might be making it too complicated, but I think it would be cool. Look at the general chat. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go grab the iPad. Bear with me. I'm just going to catch up on comments real quick first. I give you hope. Yes, they do give us hope. How about 3 swoops? Like the example in the chat. I thought about that. Let's see. Lay, that's what she said. Yeah, let me go look at general chat. I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's grab it though. Hold on. But because I'm thinking because I'm only using one color, Steffi, that I'm worried that it's gonna end up looking muddy, you know? I know what I could do though. Hold on. Oh yeah, they're all the same color. I'm just not feeling swoops for it for whatever reason. I don't know why. I want to be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to skip that one. I'm so sorry. No, I know that. I know you're not being bossy. So let's do, what if I do a circle with rows of dots around it? And we could do them all going out this way. So we could do swoops. Let's try. No, I'm sorry. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. I don't dislike it, but I'm not loving it. It feels too much like the one in the picture, and that's not feeling great. However, I know, stupid TPC. Start earlier and earlier every damn day. All right, so let me think again here. Now, what if we do a small circle and then rows of dots going around it? I wonder if I could do... I wonder what it would be like to, to do... We've got the center, but then... I wish I could figure out how to do that. But I can't. So... No, it only sent once. You and Tina both sent it. I'm just playing right now to see what I can think of here. All right, we're going to go with the background idea, I think, for now. Got a call for Uber Mom live running. I'll be back, but I'll check comments, so be nice. Sounds good. Hi, cutie. How you doing? Good to see ya. Oops. Oops. Okay. Let's do one more. It's a Cindy Canvas, Gran. How you doing? Just resting? Resting is good. I'm doing good, thank you. My brain is not doing great at coming up what to do with this, but I think I've got the idea. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to run with the idea that I had about painting the backgrounds. And then once the backgrounds are all dry, then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to put dots on top of them. Now, once we're done, then I can decide what color dots to put on top of them. But we're going to do color grades, so we'll see. All right, so that's yellow done. How's it going, Gran? That's why I moved an hour away from my son. Didn't be wanting to see the teens taxi, right? Oh yeah, Grandma will drive, yeah. All right, so now I'm going to add a little bit of blue, oops, to the yellow. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow. And we're going to need a little bit more. And then let's add 1 drop of blue. I feel like that was too much blue. I want to do a color grade, so I don't want it to be super blue right from the beginning. We're going to add a bit more here. I just want it to be a little bit more gradual. Even a little bit more gradual than that. I should have done like just the tip of my tool in that blue. And I might do that for the next one, just to slowly add it in a little bit better. All right. So now I'm going to do the 2 on either side of this yellow one. And we're going to work our way in that way. Lay said, Patty, I emailed you, and Lay asked, anyone else here have a Cricut or other cutting machine? I don't know why I just got so quiet. I'm sorry, you guys. Still to this day, one of my biggest fears about going live is that I'm going to be in the middle of a sentence or a word and just stop talking and not realize it. Or that I'm going to think I'm in my head and I'm going to say something out loud. Paula said that her daughter has one, Lay. I'm bummed. Just got watermelon and doesn't... Oh, yuck. Oh, I hate when that happens. That's so disappointing, Nicole. I love watermelon. I haven't had watermelon this summer. I haven't eaten a lot of fruits lately, so that's probably the problem. I missed strawberry season this year, too. I used to go through buckets of strawberries every summer. I would go buy angel food cake and whipped cream and have a strawberry shortcake every day, drizzled with lemon and a little grated rind. Oh. All right, Paula, Lay has DM'd you. Oh, there we go. Perfect. You saw that. Good, good, good. Shit. That one went over the side. Oh. There's something there. What are you? There we go. Knew there'd be some hair in here somewhere. All right, and then this. And then when that dries, I can fix that little spot. So I'm loading the paint up, but I'm counting on the edges to catch it for me. In a term I learned from resin was doming, and that's when you bring the resin right to the edge and it forms kind of like a nice little domed finish. So that's what I was trying here, just kind of following the same procedure that I do for that, and seems to be working well. So we shall see. All right. Did you try salting it? Oh, I've never heard of putting... No, me neither. Salt is good on watermelon. Interesting. Nope, never heard of that. That's cool. Hang on. Oh, shit. So then what I think I'll do is once I get into the center, whatever color we have there, I'm going to start dotting, like putting a large dot in here and on the yellow, and then start adding, kind of reverse add the colors. Or continue a completely different color grade. That's possible too. But for now, this just feels like coloring, which is incredibly satisfying. I've seen so many videos online about tricks for picking out a really nice, sweet watermelon. But do you think that I know where I save those damn videos to actually go and look at them when I'm going out to buy some watermelon? Nope. All right, so let's see what our next step is going to be here. Oh, definitely need a bit more. That should be dark enough, hopefully. Hey Jess, how are ya? Try it for sure. It has the watermelon rind taste. Oh, not sweet at all. Yuck. No, you haven't heard of that either? Grandmother from Texas taught me that. Ah, that explains why you and Debbie knew, you and Tina knew that then. Jess said, I recently tried cinnamon on watermelon. It wasn't too bad. I prefer watermelon with salt or plain. I've never had it. That's so interesting. Usually really so good at picking them. And then Mother Nature just throws you a loop, eh? Mom and Dad taught me. Yeah, maybe it is a Texas thing, eh? All right, so now I'm going to do the next 3. I don't know if this is enough. That's not enough of a color change, is it? It's really not. Not compared to the yellow and the green. So I'm going to add a little bit more blue. And then we will try again. We're going to go very slowly here. Okay, that. With any luck, will be different enough. All right, let's see. So yeah, we're gonna do this one. Scrolling back. Take a bottle of booze and tip it inside the watermelon. Yeah. We used to call that an electric watermelon. I recommend rum. Rum or vodka. Rum I found nicer in a watermelon though. Melinda, you look for the ones that are yellow, white on the bottom with lots of brown lines. They're the sweetest. I was taught that when I worked at a grocery store. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks, Melinda. I have to remember that. Yellow, white on the bottom with lots of brown lines. Okay. Used to do that when we had parties. Right? So good. Right? Back to the teenage years. Blast from the past. Steffi, taking you all in public, everyone behave. I need to grab paint at Michael's. No guarantees. I promise nothing. Love the chat when I paint little... Love the chat while I paint little faces on pumpkins for the hubbies at D&D Funhouse. Oh, that's so fun, Gren. Make a picture and ask ChatGPT. There you go. Will you share a photo of that when you're done them, Gren? That sounds so fun. And Barb's back. Hi, Barb. Didn't have to go too far. Yay for paint at Michael's, though. All right, let's continue. Oh shit, that went over the edge. Oh no, it didn't. Oh yay. That's lovely. This is really relaxing right now. Lay said, oh, Barb says back. Oh, yes, love salt and watermelon. So many people knew about this. We knew nothing. Debbie said, Steffi, I need to go pick up my order. Got 20 bottles of Deco. What? How did you do that? Were they 10 cents each? What the hell? 35% off everything and saved up vouchers that covered everything but the tax. Holy shit, that's amazing. You should be like on the Extreme Couponers Art Edition. Craft Store Edition or something. That's a super score. Steffi asked if Leigh asked Steffi if there's any steak on sale. Yeah, that's an incredible deal. Oh, good. Yes, I can't wait to see Gran. Yay! Share all the things with all the people. That's wonderful. Hi, Cara. Yeah, seriously, that's one hell of a haul. They'll be clearing paint little by little, so I'm stocking up. I gotta take a look at that. Just 3 minutes away, my backpack is too heavy. Can you pick me up at the bus? Oh no. I used salt a long time, but the lemon is sort of like it, but zestier, a little bit more of a kick to it. Did she slide by one, get one at the... No steak on sale in the U.S., Steffi said. That's how I got all my canvases and ornaments last year. That's amazing. I'm serious. Teach us, wise one. Oh, you just got your hair done. How nice, Cara. That must feel good. You painted 5 squares while I was gone. Either a short trip or too many comments to read. Probably a little of column A and a little of column B. A little bit of both. Feels good. Your head feels refreshed, right? You feel lighter. And I flip my hair around a lot more after I just get it done too. I have to save my money for bliss, right? If it's not putting the roof over my head, the Wi-Fi for my lives, or food in my belly, it can be... I better be able to paint with it. So keep an eye on my paints here to make sure, because when they start drying over the top, that's not going to go well, I don't think. I'm going to have to get a little damp piece of paper towel to cover up the paints for when I'm chatting with you guys. Huge paint booger there. Hold on. Ah! Knock over the paint. Ah! Oh no. All right. Got it. Grab a piece of paper towel and some water to put over my paint. And then I can come back and chat. Barb says, Cara, I wish I had enough hair to get done. I have paintbrushes with more. Shave it into a mohawk and dye it pink. I am meditating, using a tiny tool for no reason. I do feel like I have more control over the edges there with the tiny tool. But I'm not willing to risk trying a different tool to see if I'd still feel like I had that much control. It's like the next level of diamond painting. Patty, send me your hairs. Don't throw that out. Barb might be able to use it for something. Send her the wax strip. Did I ask if anybody's painting today? And if I asked, did anybody answer? Because I don't remember. A 2-hair mohawk. I'll send you all the ones out of my hair brushing and glue them back onto your head. Cara said you can have some of her hair. If I had 3 hairs, I could braid it. My hair falls out by the handful almost every day now in the shower. Mine is jumping ship. All right, now we bring back the paint and add some more blue. Definitely a different color, but I'm going to add just a little bit more blue. I don't want the color grade to progress too slowly because I want to be able to see the color change, right? But I don't want it to go too quickly either. I think it's going to look neat, eh, Patty? Barb says, so I found pages of flat back rhinestones in my shape sizes. Oh, really? At Rama. Cheaper and faster than Temu, though Temu has a better selection. So when you're ready to bedazzle your pieces, look there first. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. I never thought to check there. They're the ones that are on the big plastic sheets, like in the sticker area almost. I think this is going to look really neat too. But Lay's not wrong. This is incredibly meditative. That is exactly what I'm doing. This is so calming. It's taking quite a bit of focus, that's for sure. Roll up my sleeves now to make sure I don't get my arms in paint. So when you're doing a big color grade, you can pre-mix all of your paints, or you can do like I'm doing, is just change the color as you go. The thing that you need to think about before doing either of those is, am I going to need to access one of the colors from the beginning again later on in the design? And if I don't have it pre-mixed, what's going to happen? Is it going to be really difficult for me to replicate it? Or is it straight out of the bottle so that I can replicate it? So just keep that in mind. If you want to be able to use the colors repeatedly throughout the design, then you're going to want to mix paint pots, or just be prepared to do a lot of color matching, which can be really tough when the paint's dry, right? Because it's going to dry darker than how it goes on. So just kind of keep that in the back of your minds. Those options are there. All right, let me scroll back. Peel off and stay. Oh, that's nice. Get Lay to 3D print you square shaped tools, many sizes. Ooh, that would be cool. Lay, that's a cool idea. Sounds like your ramen is better than our dollar stores. Yeah, they are. They're like mini Temus, for sure. Very much like mini Temus. Our dollar stores are great. I'll do a live and we'll go to Dollarama soon. And I'll just take you guys with me, so you can see. Vicky went, she's like, well, I had to go to Dollarama while I was in Canada. I got to reach out to her. Vicky, if you're watching this, we're thinking about you. Hope travels are going well. I got to message you, see how you're doing, see if you're doing all right. I know, I keep saying it, and I just got to do it. Yeah, and they're usually 3 per block and a Dollar Tree in between. Square doesn't work well. Oh, right, because it'll puddle on the corners. No, that makes sense. I dripped some green. I got to fix that. Vicky also said she definitely wanted to check out her Canadian. Yeah, she was looking. She hadn't gone to a Canadian Tire by the time I saw her. Barb, so I need to make the square more square? Gotcha. Extra square. I still got to get you sizes for little pot leaf tools, don't I? How is it 3:30 already? How? Oh, I still have another one up here. So no live tonight, you guys. My friend Brianna's coming over. We're ordering pizza and playing Nintendo. We'd had a dinner date scheduled. We usually go out for dinner, and I messaged her. I'm like, how do you feel about pizza and Nintendo? She's like, hell yeah! I'm in! It does sound fun, doesn't it? I'm excited. Jamie, cut shapes in potato halves like preschool. There you go. That's a great idea. I remember that. I'm not canceling on you. I didn't have a live scheduled for tonight anyway. And I'm trying to make up for it by doing 2 double headers this week. I got to do a double header during the daytime, though, one of these days, don't I? So that Lay and Sarah and Paula and anybody who's in another time zone can partake. I think it'll be really fun. It's not, it's 2:30? Are you lying? You're lying. I wish I could join, but I'm in Michigan, I know, right? Didn't know we were in the same time zone. Pizza delivery guy shows up, peeks in and says, oh yeah, what you playing there? Are you leaving, Gren? We're not leaving yet. I'm not leaving yet anyway. Are you leaving? Go live and include us. We'll bring our own pizza. Mom can read the comments like gamers do. There you go. Mom wasn't going to be out playing with us. However, I could do it. Canceling our imaginary plans. We'll see what her and I end up getting talking about. We talk about a lot of personal stuff that's not gonna be good on the internet. But maybe once we get caught up. Not that we talk about anything horrible, it's we talk about her coworkers sometimes. No, almost all the time we talk about her coworkers. Her coworkers also used to be my coworkers, so I get to hear all of that. Get to go make pizza right now? Yes, excellent idea. Oh, it's a joke? I'll be here till 4. Okay, good, sorry. I have had an issue my entire life of not always being perpetually bad at being able to determine when someone is joking or not. Like, face to face, I can't always tell. Over the phone, I can't. Depends on, yeah, it really, really depends. I can't always tell. Especially in writing, that makes it so much harder, right? Yay for pizza. I'm so excited for pizza. Barb says, my son watches people game all the time, yet he was livid when his siblings made him watch as a kid, gave him a dead controller. Now it's a thing. Oh my gosh. Oh no. That's hilarious. I played for a little while the other night. I played for a little while last night too, but my attention span wasn't great last night. Not really sure why, but it definitely wasn't great. Uh-oh, there's a booger there. All right, let's try and get the booger. It's right in there. There you go. Gotcha, sucker! All right, one more set of 3 of these, and then we can add more color. Ham, pineapple, onion, extra sauce. You have pizza polo with chicken. I'm a double pepperoni girl. Maybe I will eat a meat pizza as well. Never had chicken pizza either. Chicken on pizza. Ouch. Ooh. I don't know that I'd be able to get it over to the edge because I'm trying to kind of get it towards the edge. I don't feel like I'd have the same control with the 1.5 tool. And now that I know that I have control with this one, it's not worth the risk to me to try the other one. Because this one's working fine. But I think it's because I'm trying to go over to the edging. I don't feel like I'd have as much control with that. Right, because I'm relying on the tool to just kind of get the paint near the edge. And I feel like I can feel it a little better. No, I'm not. I'm not purposely prolonging the process. But I am also intentionally not attempting to make it a faster process. If that works. Yeah, you did. You said the same thing. How about a dot and pull it out with the tool? Well, then I'm holding on to 2 tools, and that means I'm going to drop one of them. If you are needing me to finish quicker, I can't help you. That is one I would recommend. Watching the replay on high speed. No, I don't want to start managing 2 tools, because that means I will end up dropping something or splattering paint somewhere. And I really don't want to do that. So yes, it is definitely going to take longer, but it is what it is. I'm not enjoying it, so as long as it's not driving me crazy, then we'll go from there. All right, we can add some more blue now. Yay! Nope, it's not going to be fast. Don't need it to be fast. Does not need to be. There's no rush. Let's try 2 drops first. No, not a two-handed kind of girl. You know what I would end up doing, which would be, this is what would be disastrous. I would end up getting impatient. So I would put the paint on this tool, right? And I would put that there, and then I would either keep holding this one and then grab this one, because I know how that way would make me so impatient, and then I'd end up with paint over here that's going to drip, and over here, because there's no way in hell that I would clean off my tool after each and every one. Not a chance. That is a guarantee. Oh, this is a nice bluey green. You know what? I'm going to actually add one more thing of green. Pull that off. Yeah, one hand at a time. I don't trust myself to not have problems, you know? All right, let's go with this one then. That's a little bit bluer, I think. Yeah, much better. Did I... A 2-tool gal. No, I'm definitely not a 2-tool gal either. Thank you for pointing out that I had read that wrong. Nope. Not one of those either. Of course I misread the comment. Oh, such is my brain. Ooh, fun. The squares are changing shape a little bit now. Unless it's supercharged. I'd need a drink or a nap or both. Oh no. My whole live stream system and business needs to be an after dark situation, doesn't it? I love you guys so much. It's always got to be after dark, right? Like Steffi's after dark. Here's TPC again. All right, how we doing? Good thing my part of town is dark most of the year. Is that why you live there? Is that why you chose that neighborhood? Is that why you chose that town, or did God just knew where to put you when you were born? That will be one of the stipulations that I have if I ever reincarnate. I'll go back, but only, only if I can be there with my friends and we can just be permanently living with our little after dark brains and enjoying it. So I'll have to meet back here in another lifetime. I'm just kidding. I don't want to come back here. I think we could find, with the millions and millions of planets and thousands of galaxies in the universe, this cannot be the peak of existence. There has to be. If this place exists and all the other places in our solar system exist, then there must be like a puppy planet somewhere, right? Cool, cold and dark, and little social interaction, right? Like, weird. That's so perfect. Maybe that's why I liked Winnipeg and everyone else thought I was crazy. They're like, why do you like Winnipeg? I'm like, it's pretty comfy. I could live a nice life in solitude in Winnipeg. I thought about moving to Winnipeg a couple times. I still would. I liked it there. We're showing up on your doorstep next, Barb, because you don't have enough kids and people to look after. I'm just going to be knocking on your door. Well, thanks for hanging out and coloring with me, you guys. We've only got about 10 minutes left, so definitely not going to be getting another color in here. However, we've got 6 hours of lives tomorrow and 6 hours of lives on Friday. 2 to 4 here on YouTube both days. And then I'm doing 7 to 9. And then we'll take a break for an hour, and then we'll come back from 10 p.m. until midnight. Excuse me. Barb, how's your sister doing? Nicole asked. Though it's easier to dodge a butter knife than a bullet. Exactly. I will trade you Scarborough for Winnipeg. Too many guns in Scarborough. So yeah, I'll come to Winnipeg. It's gonna be a good one. You agree, Paula? Paula, what have you been up to lately? You been keeping busy? Kiati, are you still here? Did you have any luck finding the stencils and the plaster in your Google search? Nicole, she's Cara. It was good catching your live. I'm usually the first one on your lives. I'm really glad you made it too, Cara. It worked out wonderfully. Nicole says she's fine. She's at her daughter's 4 minutes away by car. She's not going back to her address yet. Good thing 4 car minutes is farther than walking. Well, we still have about 10 minutes, you guys, but if I do decide to go live when Brianna and I are playing Nintendo, I will keep you posted. Maybe I'll end up starting a new streaming career. Maybe I need to sit and play Nintendo on Twitch and start a whole new career just playing video games. That'd be fun. But she ordered Sister Uber for Dollarama tomorrow. Just thinking about the other panels too, I think it's kind of neat, the idea that you can still have the black background, but then play with other background colors and keep dotting on top of it. I think it's going to be fun. You'll be watching me on Twitch? All right, I'll keep you posted, Cara. Pension check burns a hole in her bank account. Oh yeah, it was payday today, wasn't it? Or last night was here too. We usually eat out on payday. And there is very often either an Amazon order or a Temu order placed on payday. All right, let's see. We might be able to even start another color. You never know. Still have 9 minutes left. I don't think each of these takes me 2 minutes. Although they might. I always get so frustrated with how translucent the yellows are. Like the yellow on the corner, I'm going to have to paint over a second time because it's so translucent. Do you guys find that too? That there are certain paint colors that just not the best. It is incredibly satisfying, I gotta say. Are you heading out, Patty? Good to see you, lovely. Have a great visit tomorrow, and safe travels to you. Drive safe, and sending you lots and lots of love. Yes, Paula is organizing, painting, and canning the garden. Very nice. That's lovely. Anyone see Jimmy Kimmel's Aunt Chippy? That's my sister, but only 4'9" and 98 pounds of Spitfire. I'll have to have a look. I don't know Aunt Chippy. Tina's surprised that they haven't given her a heart attack. Yeah, right? Yeah, pack lots of bags. I think it looks neat so far. Oops. One more. Well, not all the squares have a super duper crisp edge. I'm glad I've got the pointy tool. What kind of stuff are you canning, Paula? Do you have a favorite? I miss having a garden. Again, why we need Dotville. All right, I'm gonna mix one more color because I want to see what the next color is gonna be. So this paint here that I'm mixing now, I'm gonna have to keep it aside and keep it covered so that it doesn't dry out. so that I can then refer to it to color match when I sit back down to paint with this. Now I think it needs one more drop of blue. We're pretty close to being ready to go to straight green, straight blue. And of course, once these dry, we can really see the color difference. That definitely looks more teal though. Oh, this is fun, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed, even though it's really slow. Yay, thanks for hitting the like button. There's more likes than there are people here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you too, Gren. Have a wonderful night, Paula. It was great to see you. Take care of yourself, please. So what I'm hoping is going to be the end result is that after I get all of these backgrounds done, then I'm going to go in and do another color grade on top of these. So if I'm going from yellow through the teals and blues, then going purple to pink, then I'm going to start with pink out here and mix my colors back the other way and end up with the top dots on, say, the pink will end up being yellow, and top dots on yellow will be pink. That's my hope anyway. But I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do on top of here. But we'll figure it out. We'll get this done first and then see what's next. I think it's going to be fun. Thank you, Cara. I hope you have a great night. Paula's got squash, zucchini, cucumbers, and tomatoes, Brussels sprouts, potatoes, and pumpkins. Holy crap, that's a lot. I think it's going to be a really fun tool. I think it's not tool. I think it's going to be really fun too. And I think it's going to spark ideas for the other ones as well. I think that's where one like this is really nice, because, you know, it's kind of a little less complicated, a little more meditative, and I think that's going to help ideas for the other panels to come in there and help come up with some ideas. But I'm really, really, really liking the idea of painting this part, like the raised up parts, a different color than what's going to go on the rest. I think it's pretty freaking cool. But I think it's going to be a fun one to start with for sure. I'm going to finish these last two squares down here in the bottom left, and then we'll sign off for today. Thank you for watching, though, and anybody watching the replay, if you made it to this point, thanks for staying with us for so long and hanging out. Drop me a comment and let me know if you have any questions or not. If you enjoyed the live, it would mean a whole lot to me to hit the like button. That would be amazing. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. If you check out my live schedule on Instagram and TikTok, you'll be able to see when I'm going to be here again. But I can also tell you it is 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow and again on Friday. This weekend, we're starting a new workshop on Patreon. If you have any questions about Patreon, shoot me a message, where you can check out the different tiers by visiting me on Patreon itself. And I'll share what we're going to do for Patreon. I'll put up a post very, very soon. But you guys know where to find me if you need me. If I do end up going live tonight, I will post the link here in Patreon. But I don't know that I will. If it was just me, that would be one thing. But with a friend of mine, I don't want to put her in that position. But she might. You never know. We'll see. All right. I think it's looking really neat already. I think this is going to be really fun. Yeah, tons of work for Paula, eh? Oh, and green beans too. Wow. Right? To see all that stuff in the jars and knowing you're done and you've got all that good food. Yeah, it does sound good. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Nicole. Lots of love to you, and thank you too. Thank you, Tina. Have a great afternoon and evening as well. We will see you again soon. Thanks, Nicole. I'm excited. I'm ready to completely suck at Donkey Kong Country again in Mario Kart. It's going to be fun. Bye, Lay. Love you out a bit. Bye, Debbie. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Big hugs, everybody. Be good, and I'll talk to you soon.